Oprah Winfrey's controversial school for girls has been associated with a couple of scandals over the years, and it looks like it is about to be hit with yet another unsettling scandal. In fact, the reports suggest that these scandals are the main reason why Angelina Jolie has famously refused to support Oprah's charity work over the years. It is no secret that Angelina Jolie is not a fan of Oprah. As you are about to see, Angelina has never tried to hide this. The media has tried to spin this narrative with several claims that Angelina is snubbing Oprah over her friendship with Jennifer Aniston. However, the truth is finally coming to light. Angelina's feud with Oprah is motivated by something much more serious. So what is the truth? Why haven't these two humanitarians been able to work together? What is actually going on at Oprah's school? To find out why Angelina is finally speaking up and what she has said, stick around to find out. Angelina Jolie and Oprah Winfrey have both built solid and long-standing reputations as philanthropists and humanitarians. But for two powerful women who seemingly love to do the same thing, these two have never really crossed paths publicly. In fact, sources say that they have never really gotten along. Angelina reportedly has a lot of animosity towards Oprah Winfrey and everything she represents, and she can barely stand to be in the same room with her. Back when Angelina was still married to Brad Pitt, Brad had gone on the Oprah show alone to discuss his life and their happy family. At the time, the media was filled with reports that Angelina repeatedly turned down this interview invite and a lot more of Oprah's invites before that one. And yes, the media tried to make this whole feud seem like Angelina was just mad at Oprah for supporting her husband's ex, Jennifer Aniston. But this is actually not the case. There are now reports that prove that Angelina does not care about any of that drama. She has no time to be bothered about who is friendly with Jennifer Aniston or not, so she could care less about who Oprah chooses to show support. Rather, her main issue with Oprah points to his dark side that nobody seemingly wants to talk about. A dark side that stems from all the disturbing scandals that have plagued Oprah Winfrey over the years. Angelina has reportedly always had serious concerns with Oprah's girls' school in South Africa, as well as her rumored connection to, quote, Hollywood predators. The school is called Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls, and it reportedly takes girls in for grades 8 to 12. The boarding school for girls was opened back in 2007 at Meyerton, Gauteng, South Africa. When she first opened up the school, it was reported that Oprah reached out to Angelina Jolie to get her endorsement for the project. By that point, Angelina was already doing big things in Africa, trying to make life better for as many as she could, in any capacity that she could. In fact, she had already adopted her daughter Zahara Marley from an orphanage in Ethiopia. By 2008, Angelina chose to have her and Brad's first biological child Shiloh in another African country, where she was doing some good work, Namibia. So it is natural that Oprah believed that Angelina's love and connection to Africa would be enough to draw her towards her school project and give her endorsement. However, to Oprah's surprise, Angelina allegedly wanted no part in it and refused to be associated with the school. An insider later revealed that Oprah was shocked by Angelina's cold shoulder because she had gotten used to celebrities always fawning over her. Not to mention the fact that Angelina loves Africa, so it was unfathomable that she did not jump at the chance. The insider also added that Oprah decided it would be the last time she would reach out to Angelina to help with any of her humanitarian causes. The truth is, Angelina does love philanthropy, more so in Africa, so why didn't she show support for Oprah? Angelina simply had a bad feeling about the project, and as it turned out, Angelina was right to be wary because that school has since been exposed to very disturbing things. Angelina was not the only one who felt this way about the school at the time. Many journalists criticized Oprah's school for being a vanity project because the $40 million that were thrown at providing the most luxurious facilities for a select group of girls could have been channeled at benefiting a far greater number of students across the country. Newsweek journalist Alison Samuels revealed that the South African government initially wanted to help Oprah build the school. However, they pulled out of the project over criticism that the academy was too lavish and somewhat elitist for such a poor country. But Oprah did not mind any of this and went on with the project. In her words, "I would like to think that I have as much good sense as I have money, so that's a lot of good sense." This school had a 4% acceptance, and Oprah was reportedly present to take part in the acceptance interviews. According to the sources, Oprah selected only a certain kind of girl, a brilliant girl, but one with moxie. These were the kind of girls Oprah believed would take advantage of the opportunity to make a difference in the world and impact their communities in the future. But every now and then, scandals about the school just keep popping up. In 2011, the law enforcement authorities investigated a strange case where the body of a newborn was found in one of the students' bags. Then in 2015, a female staff member was arrested after multiple students reported her for inappropriate behavior. That teacher was reportedly arrested for several reasons. Charges from indecent assault to soliciting underage girls to commit indecent assault. Of course, there have been several damage control attempts as Oprah immediately flies out to South Africa to meet with school officials and parents every time. On this particular occasion, Oprah downplayed the entire incident during a press conference, claiming that the girls weren't actually subjected to sexual assault. Oprah also revealed more girls came forward but were too scared to speak up. So to take control of the situation, she had to change an entire section of the staff at the school to make the girls more comfortable. So yeah, there are teachers in rotation at the dorms, and this makes the girls feel safer. But this does not take away the underlying questions. According to Newsweek, Oprah personally picked everything about the school. From the china uniforms to the beds and sheets, Oprah tested everything to make sure it matched her taste. So did Oprah really put in more effort at picking sheets for the school than selecting appropriate school staff? Or is something more sinister going on underneath the surface? And why did a $40 million budget not include security cameras for student safety? A lot of parents have come forward with claims that they were only allowed to visit their children at school once a month and for only 2 hours. There have also been reports that some girls have run away from the school and told their parents that they couldn't handle the pressures anymore. In recent times, Oprah does not even comment on these cases anymore. But that is only one dark side to Oprah, as she has also been tied to so many questionable men in Hollywood. This is possibly another reason Angelina Jolie is determined to stay clear of Oprah. In 2010, Oprah traveled to Brazil to meet a self-proclaimed medium called John of God, who is now a convicted offender. At the time, he was one of the most famous spiritual healers in the world. There was also this added mystery about him, as he rarely spoke to anyone on camera. But for some reason, he agreed to sit down with Oprah for an interview. He had a spiritual center in Brazil and was known to perform healing ceremonies on people. But underneath it all was something much worse. In 2018, over 600 accusations of sexual assault came forward against John. It was all too much, so he turned himself into the police. John was sentenced to over 60 years in prison. Yet all Oprah did was delete that interview with him from her website and put out a short statement saying she believes that justice should be served. Interestingly, all the stories of her affiliation with this scandal all but disappeared very quickly. In fact, nobody seems to talk about Oprah's sketchy school anymore. And even worse, her connections to all these creepy men in Hollywood. Well, if everyone else is none the wiser, Angelina Jolie is certainly still keeping her eyes wide open when it comes to Oprah. A source close to Angelina recently revealed that she still can't stand Oprah and that the real truth about Oprah still remains to be seen. If Angelina isn't troubled by Oprah's friendship with Jennifer Aniston, she is supposedly quite concerned about Oprah's friendship with Harvey Weinstein, a man Angelina has already spoken out against a few times. One time, Angelina told the New York Times she had a bad experience with Weinstein in her youth and had chosen to never work with him again and warn others about him every chance she got. Angelina fans have claimed that because she grew up having famous acting parents, she has become quite intuitive when it comes to knowing who to trust in Hollywood. So is Angelina right to stay clear off Oprah Winfrey so as not to ruin her image?